So hi, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Galit Ventura-Rozen, and I'm a women empowerment and business mentor. And today our member spotlight is with Michaela. And it was so important for me because I wanted to call her Michaela, and I was so happy that she corrected me because my name is so different as well. So today we have Michaela Horton Hoffman, and she's a brand designer, web developer, and visibility strategist. She helps women who are struggling to gain visibility online build a strong and cohesive web presence that attracts their dream clients through personalized consulting that focuses on strategy and action. Love that. That is so important. You know, that's a big piece of our business today online. So
yes.
Thank you. And go ahead and tell everybody a little bit more about you before we jump into this great topic.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. And I am currently living in downtown Indianapolis in this little tiny one-bedroom apartment, and I get to walk everywhere. So when we moved down here, I gave up my car. So I don't drive ever anymore.
Oh, that actually sounds like a blessing to me.
It is. People are like, how do you get to like certain places, or where do you park? And I'm like, I can't tell you. I never do that. So it's perfect. It's super fun. So that's a little bit about me personally. And I have been in business in January. It will be 2 years. I started out way before that doing like freelance and stuff, helping people that I knew make wedding invitations because I was in that age group. And then it kind of grew into more and more, and I wanted to get started reaching people online. So I asked my husband, who is a software engineer, to build me a website. Well, he said he would do that, but paying projects kept coming down the line. So my project kept being lower and lower priority. So I ended up teaching myself how to do web design and development. And when I got started, I found out it was something that I had like a natural talent and understanding. And even though it's still really hard and I get stuck sometimes, it's one of my favorite things to do for clients and myself is like get into that code and work on it. So that's super fun. And then
Michael, I could see that as being a constant learning process like any business where there's always new things to learn and there's always more that you can do.
Oh yeah. And it's always changing. Websites are changing. All that kind of stuff is crazy. And so out of that grew, understanding like creating content that connects with people. And so that's where that visibility piece comes in and like helping people learn how to drive traffic where they want to go, get their brand noticed, and not just noticed in general, but noticed by the right people, by the dream clients that you're trying to get, because it's a balancing act and it's a lot of fun. So
yes, and as much as we all love technology, a little bit of exaggeration there. We recognize that in the online world, which many of the women that are watching and also maybe men are learning that you have to know so much. And if you're going to focus on what you love to do, you don't want to have to learn the ins and outs of every single part of this world. So someone like you that has this expertise, this branding, this website expertise, which I'm really excited to jump into our topic because I think it's so important for our viewers to learn these tips that you're going to be giving from your expertise. You want to find experts in each area. It's one of the first things I teach my clients as a business mentor is you want to recognize that you need to share that understanding that you can't do it all yourself.
Yeah.
So you're very focused, just like I'm very focused. You know exactly what you're good at. And so it's great that you're offering this to everybody.
Yeah.
Great. So jump into our topic, Michael. I love it. And I think it'll be so beneficial because everyone must have a website.
Yes. And so today we're going to talk about some tips to increase and drive traffic to your website, some strategies that you can use.
Wonderful.
And when you start talking about driving traffic to your website, you really have to have something in place on your website to drive traffic to. And while having a homepage that you like promote and you send like posts out on social media about, having a blog is going to be a gold mine for you. So definitely my first tip is to spend time creating a blog and blogging consistently so that you have material on your website that your dream clients are looking for so that you can drive that traffic there.
Perfect.
And so that's kind of the cornerstone of all of the tips today is that blog piece, because it's constantly fresh content and staying in front of people and staying up with the times, and it gives you something to talk about in real time, and you don't have to feel like you're constantly posting the same link, the same information to social media. So it keeps that part fresh too.
And do you have a preference, or when you say blog, are you saying video as well as written?
Yeah, you can do video blogs. You can do all kinds of things, actually, and not just written content on your blog. It can be, if you love video, you can do video and embed that there. You can choose to have like a transcript of that, or you don't have to. Or you can write out like a blog post and have part of it be a video. You can also do straight audio stuff, so like a podcast, and have that be hosted on your blog. It's all about having that fresh content that you're consistently creating, rather than it being a specific format of content. And I think that a lot of people get hung up on like, oh, I need to write 1,000 words or whatever. But it's more about creating that content that your audience likes to consume. So if you notice that your blog posts are getting more views when you create a video for it, rather than just straight written content, then you should start incorporating that more into your strategy, because your people really are attracted to that and love that.
Agree. And mine is, I do a combination. My biggest attraction to my clients is video. Mm-hmm. So I do video with a written piece. So the written piece might only be 4 or 5 sentences on my blog, but that way, if someone doesn't watch the video, or someone needs a reason to watch the video, so I've got an actual JPEG, as well as 5 or 6 sentences, as well as a video that's typically less than 5 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer. So that's the format that I'm using. So I'm kind of using a little bit of everything.
Yeah. And that brings me to my second tip, which would be optimizing things for SEO. That's why having an image is important, and some text in that video. Even if you're not going to have a lot of words, you want to make sure that you optimize each post for those keywords that you want to rank for. Perfect. And so you can do that through naming your JPEG image with your keywords. You'll want to make sure that you don't put it is like one long string, because Google won't recognize that as individual words. So when you're naming your files, it's really important to include a descriptive name with your keywords, and have it say like website -strategies, and then like whatever your words are, because Google will crawl that stuff, even though you don't see it as a consumer or whatever. It's there behind the scenes, which is really important to the SEO strategy, as well as those paragraphs talking about what it is, because you want a few words, sure, even if you don't write 1,000 words or 1,200 words or whatever. So definitely spend time learning what your keywords are and making sure you're creating content that supports those keywords, because then you'll start showing up in SEO, Google search, and ranking, and all that fun stuff.
Google, I search everything through Google, so absolutely, that makes complete sense.
And the cool part about doing that work for your blog posts is that you can also translate that same stuff to your Pinterest strategy, because it also functions on search engine optimization. Your pin descriptions, your titles of your pins, the name of the image, again, is really important there. So those 2 things kind of double up with one like chunk of research, so you're not like spending more time trying to reinvent the wheel.
Perfect. And I think you had a third tip, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Michaela?
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. In high school, I gave up telling subs and stuff how to pronounce my name.
I did the same thing. I had the same experience, but it's so important to me too. And your name's written, and when you read it, you want to say, yeah. So,
it's so funny, but we got to the point where my classmates would like correct people about my name, and I'm like, it really doesn't matter to me.
That is the same experience I've had my whole life. I didn't have to say anything anymore. People were like, no, that's not how it's pronounced.
And now you're just like, whatever.
Totally off topic. We're having a little fun today, because that's what these videos are about. So what other great tip can you give?
So my last tip that I have seen personally, a huge influx in traffic is when I collaborate with others online through blog posts, through video series, through interviews, through all kinds of things. There's a mountain of collaborations you can do out there. But that has been huge for me because then those people are a little bit invested in getting to know you, and they go visit and then they tell people. And when you're really clear on your website, which is a whole nother topic we could talk about what you do and who you help, you become really referable to those people that you meet. So they know and they understand and can tell people what it is that you do and who you help. So I love collaborations. It's been huge for my traffic. And they don't have to be super time consuming. You can look to participate or host, or even just do blog posts or encourage people to guest blog on your own, because then they're out there promoting your website for you, which is really
I'm a big believer in collaboration. That's one of the reasons why I do these member spotlights. That's the reason why I support so many women.
Yes.
And there's something to be said when women, and also men, but we're talking specifically to women today, when women get together and support each other and build each other up, you just keep building each other up. It takes a lot longer to build yourself up alone. It just is.
It does.
Of online, because there's so much out there. So collaboration is a great idea. I know that a lot of women are getting themselves involved in summits.
Yes.
Those summits would build that traffic. You'd get in front of their people. That's what it sounds like you're talking about, right, Michaela? Where you're almost building on their following, on the people that are working with them, as well as they might put a post together because there's a video on your website. For example, I have this interview on my YouTube channel. Yes. Every interview that I do with you guys, I put on my YouTube because I want you to be able to bring traffic for yourself, but as well as for me. Yes. Would that be a good example of that tip?
Yeah. It's like leveraging someone else's audience to get
exactly
in front of them. Yes. But I mean, it's also about leveraging your audience to help lift the other person. So collaborations should be a two-way street. But that's just a quick collaboration tip, not necessarily a driving traffic tip.
Of course. So tell us a little bit about how anyone can get a hold of you that would like to learn more about working with you and doing more than just this.
Yes. So you can reach out to me on Facebook, Messenger if you want. My name is
go ahead.
Michaela Horton Hoffman. And, or you can email me at hello@michaelahoffman.com. And to spell my name, it's just Michael with an A on the end.
Yes, perfect. So we'll make sure that we put your information in the notes as well, because this is a live video. And for those that are watching the replay, go ahead and take a look and connect with Michaela so she can help you with anything that you're looking for with your website design, branding, traffic, and there's so much more, and strategies as well. So thank you for taking the time to talk to us today. It was so nice.
Welcome. Thank you.